and welcome to the Misled Youth Podcast. Let's call this the finale of Season 1 for reasons you're about to hear. I am Alex.
I am Jack.
I've let him do his own intro this time.
Woo!
And, half-term's happening.
Yeah.
So we're not going to be able to make any more podcasts for a couple of weeks.
No.
I don't know how many weeks it is. Is it 4?
It's the 20-something that we return to the land of red roses.
Right. We both live in it anyway, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so...
I meant
sorry.
Lancaster specifically.
Yeah, fair enough. Sorry about this one. It's a bit rushed because we've both been at home and are about to go back home again. So it's not particularly brilliant, but it's a bit about flags that we recorded a long time ago and just couldn't be bothered to put in any particular episode.
No, it was... we recorded it for the America special.
We did.
Because originally it was going to be, we talk about America and then we do a light-hearted bit on flags to end it. The only problem was we talked about America for about half an hour.
There was too much America to talk about because America is a very frustrating place with a lot of very frustrating people in it.
Yeah, and that was obviously the week of the Parkland shooting as well, so we had quite a lot to say on the matter. So we've kind of held this bit about flags because I think it's quite a good bit. I quite like it.
It's okay. It's a bit that I care quite a lot about. You care less about it because it's flags.
True.
But yeah, I care a lot about flags, as you're about to discover.
So take it away, Jack and Alex of a few weeks ago. We're going to have to cut this off before talking about flags, aren't we?
Yeah, let's lighten the mood a little bit, shall we?
Yeah.
Because, oh God, America's depressing.
America's very depressing. Let's talk about flags, because we said we were going to talk about more flags last week and we didn't.
Yeah, we didn't talk about enough flags last week, so I want to introduce you to some flags because...
by you, he means me.
Yeah.
Because I don't...
And you as well.
And you as
listeners
well,
and viewers at home. Because flags are fun.
I have very few opinions on flags.
I have a lot of opinions on flags because flags are... There's a quote, I think it's from Ted Kay, who is the head of the North American Vexillological Association.
What does that mean?
It's the North American flag nerds.
Oh, okay, fair.
He, when told that his hobby was basically pointless, he said, "Yeah, of course there are more interesting and important problems than flags, but with a good flag, you have a symbol for all of your people to rally around and face those more important problems with."
Okay.
So it increases civic pride.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
For a start, like if you go to Amsterdam, you will see a little emblem everywhere, which is 3 white crosses on a tricolour, 2 red bars and a black bar.
Right.
That is the flag of Amsterdam. It comes from the Amsterdam coat of arms, and it's a brilliant flag, which is why it's everywhere. Which is why people from Amsterdam are quite proud of that flag.
Okay.
If you go to Liverpool, you will not see a Liverpudlian flag because it doesn't have one.
I mean, the birds everywhere.
Yeah, the liverbirds everywhere, but that's not a flag.
No, it's a symbol.
It's a little pin that you can get sometimes. It's on the top of one building, but if they had a proper flag, then it would be a huge boon to the Liverpudlian tourist industry. Because where would you rather go, Liverpool or Amsterdam?
Amsterdam.
Yeah, correct. Where would you rather go, Liverpool or Chicago?
Ooh.
I mean, Chicago's in America, so that sort of brings it down in the standards a little bit. But
yeah, exactly.
I'd
Generally,
still probably rather
Chicago.
go to Chicago.
But for me, that has nothing to do with the flag because I don't.
The flag is brilliant.
Yeah, but I don't know what Chicago's flag looks like.
It's I think it's 4 red stars on another tricolour. It's 2 blue bars and a white bar, I think.
Okay.
It's quite nice.
I'm going to have to be converted on flags because flags just aren't really an important thing. I have seen that, and I've seen that because of wrestling.
It's a brilliant flag.
Yeah, I've seen that because of wrestling and CM Punk, who's from Chicago, and he has that flag on his wrestling gear.
It's civic pride.
There's
a lot of
that. Yeah, fair enough.
There's a lot of like people from Chicago will probably like the Chicago flag more than they do the national US flag.
The US Stars and Stripes.
But yeah, there are lots of examples of great flags, like those two that I've just mentioned, that will have been on screen at some point during my rant.
And also CM Punk will have been on screen because
Probably.
I like CM Punk.
Yeah. But there have also been some bad examples of flags.
Oh, let's have a look at some bad examples of flags, Alex.
Let's start with the city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay.
While
Alex Google images that wonderful flag, I'm going to.
Let me just preface this by saying there will be exactly one noise that you will make.
Okay.
It's going to be something like, ugh.
Okay.
Here's the flag of Milwaukee.
Oh dear Lord.
Yeah.
That has far too many things going on at once.
The rules of flag design, by the way, there are 5 rules invented by the aforementioned Mr. K. Flags should be, these are guidelines, not rules. You can break them and still have a good flag, but we'll go through some examples of that later.
Okay.
But the rules for flag design, you should have a very simple flag, so simple that a child can draw it from memory.
Okay.
Think of France. It's really easy for someone to draw a French flag.
Or Italian, or all of those.
Yeah.
Like
or
colour.
etc.
Yeah.
It's really difficult to draw the Milwaukee flag from memory.
Yep.
I think we'll all agree on that. It's very busy.
I mean, I'd think it's quite difficult to draw a Union Jack on memory. Like for a child.
Yeah, I don't like the Union Jack very much.
I have no opinions on the Union Jack.
It could be better. Use meaningful
It needs a dragon.
It does need a dragon. Number 2, use meaningful symbolism.
Okay.
So your flag needs to mean something.
Yeah.
Like, if it doesn't, then it's probably not going to be a particularly good flag for your area.
No.
Even a flag that does quite well in this, actually, is the Confederate flag.
Yeah.
The Confederate battle flag.
I mean,
it's a great flag for a bad group of people.
Yeah, I have issues with the group of people that it represents. But it does.
It's a great flag for a bad group of people.
It represents that group of people very well.
It does a great job of representing that group of people. It's just not a good group of people.
No.
Number 3, use only 2 to 3 basic colours.
Okay.
You can break this rule and have a good flag.
Yeah.
My northern flag breaks this rule. It has 4 colours on it.
The gay pride flag definitely breaks that rule.
Yeah, that's another great exception to that rule.
Yeah.
It's a good flag because of the great symbolism that it has.
Yeah.
But yeah, use 2 to 3 basic colours and you're probably going to be okay. The most common set of colours is red, blue and white. Think of how many countries...
You mean red, white and blue?
It depends what order you want to put them in.
That's the patriotic order. Red, white and blue.
Yeah, for Britain. But then it's also the same thing for Russia, France, the US, Serbia, Slovakia, Slovenia, and quite a few other countries. France as well, yeah. And the Netherlands and Luxembourg.
Ooh.
And Liechtenstein.
Oh, Liechtenstein.
Yeah, a lot of countries. No text or seals.
Seals?
Seals as in like little emblems. You
know,
like,
okay, right.
When I'll put an example of a seal up. Not the Pokemon, not the animal.
I was going for the animal. I thought like there was this whole like thing of flags with like fucking seals on.
No, don't. I mean, if a seal is pertinent as a symbol to your country, then go ahead and put it on. But not a coat of arms or an emblem.
I'm trying to think of a country where seals might be.
Canada.
Yeah. Okay.
Canada.
We're replacing the maple leaf with a seal.
I don't think we can be asked to do that.
No, we can't.
No. Yeah. Don't the American state flags do really badly on this.
I've seen some American state flags. My favourite this far has been Texas.
Chile. Yeah. No text or seals. You can't really read them at a distance, so it's very difficult to tell the difference between the states of Utah and New York apart. We'll just select those flags in particular. Yeah. Because, well, they're basically the same, but they're 2 vastly different states. So you should have something that represents you as a state, rather than just your state seal, which is meant to be read on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
At close range. Rather than on a flag.
Don't put it on your flag.
Rather than on a flag fluttering the breeze 30 feet away. Also, don't have text on your flag, because if you need to put the name of what your thing is on your flag, you have failed at your symbolism.
Yeah, that kind of defeats the object of the flag.
If our flag, if the UK flag just had the massive letters UK on it, you failed, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
You failed at your symbolism. Also, you can't read writing on flags. It's really difficult.
I mean, unless it's massive.
Unless it's just a flag with writing on it.
Yeah.
Even then, quite difficult. Rule number 5, be distinctive or be related. Okay. So, either make sure that you are separate from every other flag, hashtag Nepal.
I've not...
The only non-rectangular flag in the world.
Oh.
2 triangles.
Oh.
It's a great flag. So that's the distinctive part. Or be related. So you are definitely a part of a group of larger entities.
Right.
But you are still your own thing.
Right.
Like the Slavic flags. They often have a tricolour of red, white and blue, but they still... I mean, there are some flags that break this, obviously Montenegro. But there are several countries that just have the sort of a Russian flag, but maybe with the colours swapped around and with a little seal on it, or a little emblem, like Serbia, Slovenia and Slovakia. Yeah. So that's the related part. Mm-hmm. But still, definitely don't just duplicate other flags.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at you, Chad and Romania. I mean, they didn't know that they were going to be the same flag. The symbolisms are completely different, but it's the same flag. There it is on screen. Yeah. So you can break one or more of these rules.
What's your favourite flag that breaks one or more of these rules?
South Africa.
Yeah. Okay.
South Africa is the colours of the ANC, the African National Congress, the political party of Nelson Mandela that fought for the freedom of black South Africans and coloured South Africans, which is actually a term that you can use in South Africa.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a specific racial category in South Africa.
Oh.
It's sort of mixed race sort of thing.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
You can say that apparently.
Oh.
I'm not sure if it's really politically correct.
No,
I'm using it in the context of South Africa rather than my dad's racist connotation of it.
Whoa.
Or my granddad, rather.
Yeah.
Yeah, the colours of the African National Congress are, I think, green, gold and black.
Rainbow Bauhaus if it's not.
Something like that. And then that sort of transitions into the Dutch flag.
Okay.
Which...
I have seen the South African flag. I can't remember what it looks like.
Yeah, it's a sort of arrow of the ANC colours into just the Dutch flag.
Why the Dutch flag?
Because of the white people in South Africa. They still need to be represented.
Right, yeah.
So they're represented by the Dutch flag because most of them are Afrikaners.
Okay, so they do a similar thing to, like, the Union Jack.
Yeah, except the Union Jack doesn't represent all of the groups in
because it needs a dragon.
Because it doesn't represent Wales. Because Wales is represented by the English flag. Because Wales has been part of England for a long, long time.
I'd still think the Union Jack could look better with a dragon on it.
I still think the Union Jack needs to be ditched entirely and replaced with a better flag because it's a stupid concept.
That's your next assignment.
Yeah, I'll make a new UK flag, probably order it online for like 30 quid.
Yeah, because as previously established, you don't drink.
In fact, I already have a flag that I did a long time ago.
Oh, right, okay.
That I can probably find. It's on screen now if I can find it. If not, Rainbow Bauhaus. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The red, the green is for the grass, the ground of the UK. The white cross is because I quite like it to be more Nordic than it is.
Okay,
it's to be related to the Nordic countries. And the red is for the blood of those who fight for the freedom of the UK.
God, I feel patriotic.
Yeah, that's the patriotic bit. It's also a bit of a call out to Geography Now, YouTube channel that does. It's been going through systematically every country in the world and doing a video on them.
Oh right, I think I've seen some of those.
4 years.
I've seen some of those. Yeah.
Ages. It's going through them alphabetically. They're up to like the K's at some point.
Lord.
I think they just did Kyrgyzstan.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a Central Asian country with a great flag, by the way.
Which is on screen now.
Brilliant flag. Yeah, that's most of the flag stuff that I needed to cover.
In conclusion, I'm going to ask you a very personal question.
Go ahead.
What is your favourite flag?
My favourite flag?
All things considered, rule breaking or otherwise.
Oh.
To conclude this segment on flags, pick your favourite flag.
My favourite flag is the flag of the state of New Mexico, because, I mean, on screen now, but it's got a nice little Native American symbol on it, and the colour scheme is nice, and among the American flags, it stands out as a shining beacon of good design among all of the seals on bed sheets. So yeah, that's my favourite flag.
That's his favourite flag.
And
So that was Jack and Alex of a few weeks ago with some musings on flags, mostly by yourself there, Alex.
Yeah, I suppose I do care about flags more than any normal person has a right to.
But in any case, that's been us for 6 episodes now of the Misled Youth Podcast. So we will. No, this is episode 6.
Is it?
I'm fairly confident this is episode 6.
I've lost count.
But yeah, we will see you, as we mentioned in the start of the episode, for episode 7 of the Misled Youth Podcast when we return from our half-term holidays. Until then, I've been Jack.
And I have been Alex.
And we'll talk to you again in about a month. Bye-bye.